everyone, and welcome back to another episode of STC BTN. Today I'm joined by Miss Barber to hear about her time at St Clair's and some of her past experiences. So what's your role at the school? What are you doing on a day-to-day basis?
So I'm a teacher. I work in the HISI department and I teach economics and commerce, but I'm also the leader of innovation and partnerships at St Clair's.
Okay, so what do you do in that role?
So I think St Clair's has realised that we need to be better preparing our students for the future, and it's a time where technology and artificial intelligence and sustainability needs are really going to change how we work and interact. So we're trying to change our learning agenda so that we're developing the capabilities of our students so they do have critical thinking and creativity. So we're getting them to work on an increasing amount of real world problems, bringing in industry experts to pose challenges, and hopefully then we can have those industry experts mentoring our students, especially with all the integrated projects where our girls come up with incredible apps and incredible innovations.
So what's coming up this year?
So we have lots of things happening across key learning areas and across all stages. If you're in year 7 and 8, get ready for your integrated projects. So both year 7 and 8 have 2 of those throughout the year, where we get industry experts to come in, work with you, teach you new skills that you can then take on to your senior years. We have the exciting new year 10 electives as well. So we've already had about 4 different business owners in to talk to the classes about their experience and their journey starting their own small business. And we're also trying to integrate micro-credentialing into some of our courses. So when you do leave St Clair's, you have a recognised qualification. One of those in Cafe Claire will be a barista course, so you'll be a qualified barista. And we're also trying to get them in other areas as well to do with design thinking.
So how long have you been at St Clair's for, and what were you doing before that time?
So I started at St Clair's last year in term 3. Before that I was at King Koppel Rose Bay, so I taught there for around 10 years, and I was a year coordinator there, so kind of like one of the leaders of wellbeing. Teaching my second career though. When I left high school, I did a Bachelor of Business and I majored in advertising and media. So I was lucky enough to get a graduate position at a media firm called OMD, and I did their media planning. So not the creative side, I'm not artistic at all, but clients would tell us what their budget was, and we would decide where they should put their advertising, whether it should be out of home, on TV, radios, whether we should do publicity stunts. And we did a lot of research into their target audiences, where they would be, what time they would be home, to try and make sure we maximise their exposure.
Okay, that sounds really interesting. So how and why did you transition away from your other career?
So working in the media industry is really fun, but you work really hard as well. So in my 20s, I was working from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Once I didn't get home till 4 a.m. and had to kind of go home, shower, come back and present the next day, because a lot of my clients were international as well. So if they made a request at 4:30 p.m. our time, we just had to stay until we finished it. So it was full on. We did get a lot of perks as well. So as you can imagine, lots of parties, lots of ARIA awards, and every time a magazine relaunches, they have a party. But I saw some of the women in, I guess my role models, my bosses, who had a family. It just seemed like a really hard combination, that they felt like they were letting work down when they were leaving to be with their family, but letting their family down because they were at work so much. So I decided that I didn't think that I could sustain that I wanted to have a family, I wanted to be home when I had my family. So I went back to uni and did a Bachelor of Education, because I did always want to be a teacher. My parents just said, don't be a teacher. So I was lucky enough that it was only a kind of a 1-year degree, because I'd already done my Bachelor of Business, and so the economics and business side, the content was there. But I did a Bachelor of Education, and now I'm a teacher.
I've been here ever since. So what do you do outside of school? What is interests or hobbies?
I think living in the eastern suburbs, obviously the beach. I'm down at Bondi most weekends. Also sports, so played a lot of sport growing up. I love coaching sports, coach my daughter's netball team, and also going to live games.
Right.
The atmosphere is
Do you have a particular sport that you like to watch the live games?
I would probably say rugby, or probably rugby is my favourite.
Is that union or?
Rugby union,
okay.
normally. Yes.
So what are some exciting opportunities coming up at the school?
Great question. So we're going to have a lot of opportunities for Year 7 all the way through to Year 12 across the year. Keep an eye out on your emails, and I'll be coming to some of the pastoral care sessions to let you know about some of the competitions, also work experience opportunities. We've already purchased tickets to some STEM-based events where you hear from industry professionals in some of the biggest tech companies. We also have an intergenerational program, so students from St Clair's are going to be meeting with seniors in the local community and interacting and playing games, learning from each other. Trying to think what else is there. There's a lot on at the moment. Definitely lots of competitions though, based around the STEM industry.
Awesome. Thanks so much for watching this episode of STC BTN, and thank you, Miss Barber. It's been really interesting having you on.
No worries.
And a quick announcement before we finish. Unfortunately, Jeanette and I are going to be finishing our time on STC BTN at the end of this term. So we'd like to look for some new hosts and people interested in getting involved in the BTN team. So we're going to be sending out a short Google form if you just want to, you might be interested in filming or editing, not necessarily hosting, hearing your ideas and seeing if you might be interested. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching. Bye.